Hello students, on the behalf of Paramount Public School, today we are going to start fourth chapter of chemistry, that is water. As we know that water is a common and important substance for all living organisms. It is required for our daily activities. It is used in large quantities for crops, growing crops in industries. It is a universal solvent. Why it is known as universal solvent? Because it can dissolve variety of substances in it. In this chapter, we will learn about sources, properties and uses of water. Clear? Now what is the importance of water? It regulates our body temperature by sweating and evaporation. Clear? Next, it can dissolve mineral, gases and many products of digestion and carries them to at the place of need in the body. Okay, it provide medium for all biochemical reaction. Biochemical reaction means that occur inside our body. It is also essential for plants, for germination of seeds, for growth of plants and in photosynthesis. Next is some other uses of water. Most industrial activities require water, like paper, rayon, petroleum refining, fertilizer, dyes, drugs and chemical industries. They require water. Next, many plants and animals live in water. Many people live in boats floating in the lakes or rivers. Clear? Next is it is a good medium for transportation of people and goods. Transportation means movement from one place to another. Next, it carries seed from one place to another. It is a medium of recreational sports like swimming, boating, water cycling. Okay? It can produce electricity with the help of water wheel because it can rotate water wheel, and when it rotates the dynamo and electricity is produced. Okay? It is used for doing mechanical work like running floor mill, drawing of water from well. In cold countries, it is used to keep house warm. In the radiator of car, it helps to keep the engine cool. Clear? Next is occurrence of water. It occurs in both as well as free and combined state. In free state, it exists as ice, snow, water and vapor in the form of ice and snow, where it is occur in the peaks of mountain and polar regions like Antarctica. Okay? In liquid form, it is present in ocean, seas, river, lakes, ponds, springs and wells. Okay? Liquid water cover 3/4 surface of earth. 3/4 surface of earth is covered by liquid water. Okay? Next, plant and animal tissue also contain water. 70% of body of animal is due to the presence of water. 70% of mass of animal, body mass of animal because of water. In gaseous state, it exists as water vapor or steam. Earth's atmosphere contain large amount of water vapor. Clear? Next is sources of water in nature. First is ocean and seas. Ocean and seas cover 2/3 of the earth's surface, but this water cannot be used for drinking, washing clothes and irrigation because it contains salts. Next, rain and snow. River water is considered, rainwater. It is the purest form of water. The major portion of water on the earth is present in the form of snow or ice. Most fresh water is frozen in the glaciers and polar ice caps. Okay? River, lake and pond water are surface water sources. Okay? Water in rivers to water that flow from hilly areas towards seas. Okay? The flowing water of rivers is collected in dams. It can be collected in dams. From here it is stored. This stored water is used for irrigation and generating of hydroelectric power, that is hydroelectricity. Clear? Next topic is states of water. Water occur in all three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. So there are three states of water. Clear? You know that they can be changed. These state can be changed into one another. For example, ice. on heating converts into water, and again heating converts into steam, or again steam on cooling converts into water, and on cooling converts into ice. This is known as interchangeability of a state. This can be changed by changing temperature. Clear? So when heat, there is change in state, energy is absorbed or evolved. When ice melt, जब ice melt होएगी then heat is absorbed. When water vaporize, water vapor की form में change हो रहे हैं तो heat क्या होएगी? Absorb. But when the water vapor is condensed, then heat is given out. Clear? And when water solidified to ice, the heat is again given out. Clear? Next, the use of room cooler during summer, वो किस basis पे effect है? That evaporation cause cooling. Okay, because when water from the cooler is dripping on the mat, mat पे drip करेगा, it absorb heat from the mat and evaporate, and it cools, then it cools down because evaporation cause cooling. Okay, next, heat energy of steam is used to run steam engine, and heat energy of steam is also used in steam cooking. Clear everyone? Okay, thank you.